Hello everyone and welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Welcome back, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are tuning in the world. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you. Thank you for letting me read your energy today, or for whenever you are tuning into this video. So, as you can see my face today. It's kind of like a rare occasion nowadays, but I thought I'd just show my face. I'm currently travelling, I'm in Africa right now, and we're going to check in and see how your month is going to be turning out. So again, whenever you are tuning into this video, it can be whenever. It could be a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 months from now. Just know that the energies do change and they can transfer, and I'm just picking up, basically guessing on a timeline that I'm tuning into at this very moment for whenever you are going to be clicking on that button for this video. So I do hope that you are enjoying the videos that I am sending out and that they are giving you guidance. Thank you so much for your private bookings as well, and your lovely messages as well of support, and also for your donations as well. They go straight into the channel and I buy new decks as well. So with that being said, as many YouTubers do say, with that being said, let's get on with the reading, and it's going to be all about what's going to be happening for you next month. I'll try and be as thorough and succinct and concise as possible. So we'll start with pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1, what's going to be happening for you next month, or whenever you are tuning into this reading? What's happening for pile number 1, for whatever is happening? Okay, so we have one card here and it's the 8 of Swords. Okay, so this did come out in the reverse, but I'm just going to take it. So maybe some of you next month are going to be coming out of a situation where you have been stuck in your head, you've had negative mindsets as well. I'm using the Fountain Tarot, by the way. You've been stuck in your head about something, you've been thinking about negative thoughts, and it's kind of been running away with you, I'm hearing, pile number 1. You could be releasing that, you could be releasing a self-imposed prison in your head. Thoughts about worry. This is also a warning to pay attention to your thoughts as well, because your thoughts become things. So whatever you are focusing on at this time about your mind, in your mind, just make sure that you're not projecting anything that is very negative, because they can turn into reality. So this is basically the card of, prophecy. So be careful that you're not creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. So negative or positive. I do see that there is a very strong potential that you could be moving away from that as well. With the 9 of Wands, there could be something that you are putting down as well. So this is something that you've been maybe overwhelmed by, and you're starting to put this down. You're starting to also. This is also a guidance in terms of my own life coaching, is to start to unburden yourself and maybe think about going to a coach or a spiritual coach or a therapist or something like that, who you can talk to about, letting down your burdens, sharing your burdens, sharing what's in your head. I do feel like there's someone who's really stuck in their head here and is getting themselves into some sort of loop or pattern. So there is this potential for you to come out of that. 7 of Wands. So we have you, working on this. We have someone who's working with the desire to move away from this negative self-talk as well. This is also in terms of spiritual guidance for me as a reader. Number 7 does talk about spirituality. So you might be listening to your higher self at this time for next month, whenever you are tuning into this video. King of Cups and Knight of Coins here. So I would say that there is someone here who could be a father figure maybe, or someone who could be a spiritual counsellor, I would say, because for me Cups is all about spirituality as well as love, creation as well, who could be talking to you or coaching you about how to use emotional intelligence, have more compassion for yourself as well, have compassion and love for yourself as well. With a Knight of Coins, I see that there is slow progression towards something that is stable. So I feel like, maybe there's been a lot of negative self-talk in your recent past, and you're sort of moving away from that into having more compassion. I feel like there is another message that's coming through here. I'm not quite sure whether it's love or... I do feel like there is something here where there is some truth. Maybe you are coming out... Maybe there is some of you who are tuning into pile 1 or resonating with this reading so far Could be single at this time, and or coming out of a situation where there were lots of false projections or negative self-talk, or even people that had demeaned you and made you feel bad about yourself. I feel like you are rising up to the possibility and the acknowledgement to actually humble yourself and love yourself and nurture yourself on your own, possibly. Because there is a truth that's going to be explored here, a truth that's going to be said. This could be you with a father figure or a counsellor, someone who can help you with emotional intelligence and really start to write down and I'm hearing nitpick, but actually analyse emotionally what's going on in your head. So it's kind of like a need for balance between mind and heart here. And I would say here that there is a counsellor or someone who's very mature energy who's giving you this truth or speaking truth. So maybe there's something about hesitation, about wanting to speak your truth or even being true to yourself here. There are great, amazing, incredible teachings in holy texts about, to thine own self be true. And when you are really truthful within yourself, you're able to really have the strength and fortification within your mind, body and heart where no one can penetrate this truth. It's just you walking and exploring the world without anyone having to disturb your peace here. And that's something that's coming through here where you're taking the sword in your hand here and you're bringing truth into yourself and you're bringing truth into and onto the world. Very spiritual, very beautiful reading so far and channeling. Ten of Cups is also... for you, this is something where you're moving to slow movement, slow progress into something that is stable with regard to your emotions. This can involve other people. This can also involve family members as well. I'm just going to ask if this is love related. Yes, there are some hidden truths that need to be explored here. It could be very strong Pisces and Cancer energy for me as a reader, or possibly Scorpio for you, possibly. But yeah, there is an energy here of maybe the development of someone who is coming into a sense of stability in terms of their finances as well, stability in terms of how they speak to their colleagues as well for you, Pole 1. So it's the energy of the minor Empress. So it's you're moving into the next 9 to 10 months and 9 to 10 years of your life where you are going to be more focused on stability, what makes you feel good, your emotional state, eating well. It's kind of like the energy of turning into something of a life change experience, I would say, for you, Pole 1. And there are some hidden truths that need to be expressed and explored here. This could also be other people here that are around you and involved in your environment here, where someone or someone around you could be exploring and speaking their truth to you with the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups in terms of an emotional fulfillment here with the Ten of Cups as well. This could be someone who could be sharing some hidden emotions about how they care and love you, how they have been hiding their emotions. These are hidden truths. Some of you could also, in Pile 1, could also be wanting to move into hidden mysteries, so Scorpionic energy, the occult or spirituality or things that are really hidden here, that want to be expressed, explored and researched as well. But yeah, in terms of love and work, I do see that there is positivity in terms of your future here, as long as you're willing to be true to yourself here and hold the sword in your hand, and really know yourself here, really know your truth, your sense of prosperity within yourself, your sense of wealth within yourself. This is the energy of someone who is starting a journey in maturity. And maturity doesn't matter, male or female here. But there is definitely here with the major arcana, the moon card, something that is very hidden, something where someone has been very fearful maybe about expressing their emotions, expressing their love. Someone who's very fearful, scared, is having restless nights, nightmares even. But there is something that someone wants to unburden themselves with hiding and withholding information or a truth that needs to be expressed. It needs to be expressed in an intelligent and an emotionally intelligent way. Intelligence, because the heart is also an organ for me. There is intelligence within the heart, the organ. It needs to be expressed in an emotionally intelligent way, in a mature way, in a stable way. you know, drishti, the energy of like balance and knowing your own balance within yourself. And here we have the Eight of Cups. There could be someone here who's moving away from regret, emotional instability as well, regret, moving away from too many cups spilt, you know, emotions that have been non-reciprocated, you know, non-reciprocal. This could be from another connection. Let's have a look. Or this could be you yourselves who are becoming single here with the Nine of Pentacles. I see someone who's basically moving away from a situation of negative self-talk, moving away from it's kind of like listening to the ego and now not listening to the ego. So moving away from that self-fulfilled imprisonment in the mind, and then moving into balancing out your emotions and going towards what makes you feel happy, and even being tested with how you can explore your fears as well. I'm seeing here with the Moon card. It's like Jim Morrison in the Doors talks about, you know, on the other side of fear, there is freedom, and there are the doors here, and we have that double energy here with the pillars. You know, you've got to walk through that fearful, that portal that's very scary, and, you know, there's wolves that can be barely seen. They're also like, you know, invisible almost. You can see like one there and one there. They're practically invisible in this card. Yeah, and so, yeah, you have to sort of really, there's an energy of needing to have courage, but it seems like this courage is coming from, or this truth, this illumination even, is coming from a sense of, from your higher self, is coming from spirit here, and it's bringing you the light and the way through this fear. So in order to combat your fears, you have to really go through it. So, you know, the only way out is through. That's the kind of message that's coming through here. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is absolutely fated energy. This is something that, this is going to be in your fortune. This is going to be in your favor. This is a move towards great change, a move towards revealing yourself, a move towards moving away from dissatisfaction, and it's almost like shedding this sense of false identity and moving towards your destiny, moving towards the thing that makes you really scared is actually the thing that will give you the most fulfillment. In Buddhism, they talk about this, where the thing that you are most freaked out about doing is the thing that you're going to have the most rewards, and it's that kind of energy. Wow, we've got the Judgment card and the Two of Cups. I would say that this is definitely something about partnership here. This is about two people coming together, having a heart-to-heart conversation, possibly even having a date, a conversation. Maybe this is also involving a partnership in terms of work, where two people come together to work towards something that you're wanting to build. So this is the energy of maybe someone who has had enough of thinking that they're not worthy to create a business, someone who's not thinking badly about themselves, they're not worthy to have a relationship, they're not worthy. All of these things are letting it down, putting it down, talking to a counsellor or talking to professionals, even a spiritual teacher, or even a father figure who is able to compassionately understand and be very empathetic and has a lot of life experience themselves, where they're able to give them positive guidance. And this individual is moving towards this energy of maturity and understanding that they are worthy, that they have their own life and autonomy to live, and it's up to them to live it and for no one else to dictate that for them. And this is then, you know, moving towards that moon, moving towards that hidden mystery, moving towards the thing that scares them the most. And they realise that they can actually have emotional fulfillment, have their own family as well, possibly, with another person, or even go towards their dreams, basically. It's the energy of that. It's the thing that scares you the most is actually the thing that you want to create and have more fulfillment. It's the dream. it's the dream. You know, there could be someone here, someone else here could be a dream come true. But if you don't act towards that, and if you don't take courage in actually speaking your truth and revealing what's in your heart, you're just never going to know, and you could end up with regrets, remorse, and, you know, at the end of the day that ship sails, and then it's like that door, that portal can close up on itself afterwards. So these are sort of life lessons I'm seeing here. I just saw number 13 on the timer, 133, so this is definitely something about transformative energy here as well, I would say. But I do think that there is an ending of something and a beginning of something new here. This is someone who is going through an awakening. This could be someone around you who is waking up to a connection, or waking up to the fact that you may have moved on and moved forward towards your own destiny. And you're not going to be waiting for anyone, you're just going to be moving forward regardless, with or without you, I'm hearing. That song, With or Without You, I Can't Live, With or Without You. So there is someone here who's having that sense of longing and then putting themselves into a trap. Again, remember, energy is fluid. This could be you or someone else who is, you know, feeling sense of remorse, regret, and then putting themselves into a mental cage, basically, that they're feeling unworthy about something. But they're having an awakening here. This is also talking about karma coming through, so spirit intervening, of the Most High intervening here to, you know, to wake someone up to a situation and give them a smack in the bum, basically. Wake them up to a situation that, you know, this is your person, this is the person that you're meant to be with. There could also be an awakening here of someone waking up to the idea that they need to release fears and go towards their destiny in terms of a career, a life purpose as well. As I said before, this is the energy of the minor empress. So I am picking up on the divine feminine coming through into her power for the next 9 to 10 months, but also the 9 to 10 years. I'm hearing the next 9 to 10 months are going to be very informative for you, divine feminines, or for the feminine energy who's coming into your own sense of divinity here, with the 9 of coins and the Ace of Swords. This is you coming into your own sense of self, and you may have a father figure, or a father yourself, or an uncle even, who you can really trust in, you know, life guidance with this. This could also be a mentor as well. But the Two of Cups is, you know, moving towards your destiny, your fears possibly, but needing to have an eye-to-eye, heart-to-heart conversation. Maybe clearing the slate clean as well, having communication based on truth, and truth from your heart space here. Anything else that we need to know about? The main 3 cards that are coming through, which are really important, is someone wanting to move towards an offering of stability, something that is based on a foundation for the long run, an investment too. Some of you could be wanting to invest in property, someone who's waking up, someone who's having, there could also be, in terms of love, a second chance in love here with, you know, the judgment energy here, where there are 3 souls that are, you can't see it because it's a watercolour and also the lighting here. But yeah, there's something here where there could be someone who's wanting to resuscitate a connection, or resuscitate or revive the communication lines here for 2 people to speak to each other here with the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups, and actually speak from their hearts here. Anything else we need to know for the next month, please, for pole 1? Let me see, I don't know if I have, yeah, I do. Anything else for pole 1? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, as well as, for me, is a Regis, Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo as well. It could be any really. Gemini, Libra as well as Aquarius. Yeah, someone is having remorse and regrets because they're feeling left out of a situation, feeling left out of a potential partnership, feeling left out of a of the ride of their life, I've just heard here. So you have the 5 of coins and the 4 of cups here. Someone who has a lot of deep regret, a lot of upset, a lot of tears have been shed. You know, it's the energy of, doesn't really matter if it's love, career, life purpose, family or work. It's up to you to the life that you want to live. You know, no one is in charge of your life but you. You are in control of your destiny here. However, there are some things that are fated, but if you don't align with the Most High, you know, spirit, then you can't you've got to heed the omens as well. You've got to heed what the signs and symbols are telling you as well. Are you being awake and aware to what's around you? Are you being awake and aware to the truth? Are you taking life really with passion and love here? Because I don't see very many ones really, apart from the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, where there's someone here who's feeling overwhelmed, mentally speaking. Possibly a level of anger, but maybe needing to have to be assertive, you know. But there aren't, other than that, there aren't any, and there's not really much of an energy of fire here, of determination. I'm hearing that someone's fire has been extinguished and it's being quelled or being washed over just by a lot of water. There's a lot of emotions here that are taking place, you or someone else. I feel like this is someone else around you who's feeling immense regret. There could be someone who's come out of a connection, a relationship. Also sorrow, also financial dissatisfaction, financial loss as well here. Someone who is not feeling in, they're balanced in their own sense of drishti, someone who's feeling very unstable, someone who's feeling very unfulfilled in life, just generally speaking. And it seems like this person has lost direction, I would say. They're needing to assert their power here, bring power into themselves again, face their fears here with the moon. Someone who's also needing to unburden themselves from negative self-talk. This does talk to me about depression, but also addictions within the mind as well, because we can have addictions in different ways, and needing to really seek counsel for that need for therapy, so that they can go towards something that is really emotionally fulfilling, balanced as well for the future, where they can have their own tribe, family unit as well. And we have the star here, and we have the long-term goal does talk about healing here. So there is healing and wishes fulfilled, even stardom, acknowledgement as well, for those of you who are working towards building your empire here, or building something that's going to be very financially stable, as well as having immense recognition, especially for you feminine energies out there who are rising up into becoming the divine feminine, the empress, you know, someone who can have their own empire, their own family, their own children, their own, you know, all of this is all very good and positive to attract a stable foundation, partnership, a marriage, or a long-term partnership that is going to be very stable and fulfilling here. It's just, I feel like someone's already stepped into that, and there's regret and remorse from someone around you or the other person who has stepped into that. So someone is being left out of the cold here, but what they're not realising is that they're stuck in their head, and that they themselves can also move towards facing their fear as well. So I do feel like this is a life lesson, pile 1. I feel like there is someone here who's really needing to buckle up and buckle in and step up and step into their own sense of power here. There's nothing that you can do if you are, or if you've already stepped into your power, pile 1. There's nothing that you can do in order to help or support this other person other than show love from afar, send prayers of protection from afar. But other than that, you can't really go and lead. You can lead a horse to water, but it's up to the horse to go and drink the water themselves, you know. So otherwise it ends up becoming a pattern of enabling rather than empowering someone to realise that their own potential. Because otherwise enabling can just become a pattern within itself where neither party is empowered at all. So I do see that there is a lot of healing, a lot of potential for communication as well, for something could be turning around in the month of January. January could be significant. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be significant too. June, July and September, as well as October, as well as February and March could be significant months, as well as the month of December for me as a reader as well. But there is something that could be expanding and changing with the Wheel of Fortune in your favour for those of you who've already stepped into your power, and you're just kind of like wishing, praying, hoping that someone is able to follow suit, but meanwhile also receiving the signs that they need to receive, taking action and empowering themselves. Not much that you can do other than just keep doing you and just pray that everyone else or someone else around you who you care for is able to recognise their own power and also step up a level, step up a notch as well. Because really, at the end of the day, if this is love related and you're finding this sense of power and enlightenment and you're letting go of situations as well and you're becoming more assertive and you're letting go of people that hold you back, people that want to and are meant to be in your life, who are destined to be in your life, will feel very fortunate to be around you, but also will know that they also need to step up because misery likes company. And I see that you, Pole 1, if you've already stepped into your power, do not like misery. You don't like the company of misery because you find that you realise that you have responsibility of your emotions and responsibility of your life, and that you want to move towards something that you've been wishing for a very, very long time. So you pay attention to your emotions, you pay attention to what you're thinking, you'll pay attention to how you're spending and sharing your money as well, and the company that you keep is very important. Other people around you who may have had a sense of regret and all of these kind of things need to know that they need to have their own sense of empowerment, but also step up and rise to your level as well, and just keep growing and growing and growing and expanding their own sense of self, expanding their own sense of what it is to be me. You know, these are very big life questions, and it's time for humanity, just generally speaking, to really wake up to these things, because no one is going to change you other than yourself here. Just close out the reading here. We have the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So there is someone here who may want to have a relationship, or may want to even be married as well, maybe to you, or you yourselves want to have a high level commitment. Based on something that's very traditional. There could have been a recognition here with the Two of Cups, where there was a recognition of traditions here. Maybe there's something to do with religious factors that could be affecting your love life or something, or different age groups or different mindsets or morals or something. But there's something here where you tie each other, you complement each other very well, and both of you have seen each other as something that you may have wanted to start something stable, of, you know, foundation that was based on a solid relationship or commitment. Some of you had worked towards it. Some of you have had an alarming awakening about this thing, about this connection. Some of you could also have had a realization, a very strong realization, that you needed to change and leave a job as well to move towards having your own enterprise, having your own self-employment as well, being self-employed. And you're going to be working very hard and tirelessly towards this thing. It is your wish fulfillment, it's your desire, it's your main goal, your dream in your life, right? And some of you have been super dissatisfied with the competition. You've been dissatisfied with people who've been feeling like, it's the energy of jealousy actually, you know, you've been jealous of your hard work, or have been jealous that you even have the desire to go and pursue your destiny. And you've been in two minds about whether you should stay and hang around with these people or not, whether you should just leave them. And I just hear, should I stay or should I go? And I feel like you had to deliberate a long time over it. Maybe over the last 7 months could have been significant, where you had to like go, do I need these people in my life? Can I trust them? You know, are they just competitive? Are they just jealous? Like all of this very low vibrational energy. And I feel like you've been having to and fro quite a lot, Pole 1. And then you just ended up going, you know what? I'm going to go towards my destiny with the Ace of Wands. Nothing is going to stop me in my way. Very strong Leo energy here, and Sagittarius energy, as well as Aries energy. I'm going to go towards my destiny. I'm going to have my own empire. Nothing's going to stop me. No one's going to stop me. It's very empowering energy, and I feel like you're just going towards it. And so, should I stay or should I go? And you're going. You're gung-hoing towards it, your destiny here. So that's what I have for you, Pole 1. I really hope this resonates. Please do like and share as well. Please do drop a comment as well. If you feel that my readings are really helping and guiding you, please do subscribe. Just push the notification as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Hello Pole 2, and welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining. So I did shuffle the cards, and I kept seeing the World card quite a lot. So Pole 2, you might be wanting to travel at this time. There could be something about even things coming through full circle, or someone coming full circle, someone coming back around, or maybe even becoming pregnant as well, pile 2. There could also be something here where you might be closing out the cycle completely and starting a completely new chapter in your life. So pile 2, what is it that you need to know right now? So we have the Hierophant and the Ace of Coins here. So I'm going to put these back in the deck, but we'll just take note of that, okay? So pile 2, what is it that pile 2 needs to know right now? Pile 2 for the next month. Pile 2's next month, please. What is it that pile 2 needs to know? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands here. So some fire here, moving forward. I just heard moving in. So next month for pile 2, you could be having the desire and passion to move towards something that you're very excited about, possibly. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so what I see here is we have a Knight of Wands here and a Queen of Swords. There could be an age difference between a particular male energy and a female here. Someone who is mature, someone who has a lot of experience in terms of relationships, could be a mother as well. This could even be someone in terms of romance as well, emotionally, romantically connected here, where someone may have been coming in and out of a connection purely based on carnal desires, purely based on lustful energy, purely based on I fancy you, I'll come in, all this kind of thing, sleep around or whatever, or sleep with you and then leave, like player energy coming in and out basically of your life. And there's someone here who's the Queen of Swords, could be a feminine energy, regardless of gender, who is just putting their boundaries up and saying enough. I've had enough of this, and come to me with the truth, or don't come to me at all. You know, come to me correct, or don't come back to me at all. Come to me with respect, or don't come to me at all, because I'm not going to be entertaining this game here anymore. You know, this is someone who does not play games. You know, maybe that this person, Queen of Swords, has played the game for a while, and now the Knight of Wands is learning the lesson that this person here, the Queen of Swords, is not someone to be played with. At the end of the day, she's the energy of the queen in the chess set, in the chess game. So she has all the moves, she's done it all. She's had life experience, you know, she's had many experiences in terms of love. And there could be a lesson here that's being learnt for either parties here. Some crazy Africa hair. So I'm in Africa right now, my hair's like uncivilized, I love it. I feel like such a cat. My lioness hair is coming back again. It's so much fun. Anyway, side note, pile 2. So what is it that you need to know for your next month? There also could be an energy of a mother figure as well, or an auntie that is teaching a son or a son figure. So there could be something here where there's a mother figure here, or an auntie or an older sister or sibling, particularly a female or feminine energy, who is saying to a brother figure or a son figure in their life that, you know, you need to stop doing this kind of like sleeping around and, you know, what's your purpose in your life kind of thing. That's what I'm picking up on. Part 2. We have the Four of Swords and the Death card, yeah. So I said before that there needs to be an ending of, you know, someone coming in and out of a situation or relationship, or just coming in for the night and then leaving by the morning kind of thing. You know, this is very selfish, sexual energy as well. And someone is putting a stop to this with the Queen of Swords here. Could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, as well as Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, but does not have to be those star signs. I'm just picking up on the energy of it. So the Queen of Swords is someone who's very intelligent as well, someone who is mature, experienced, and is thinking logically at this point in their life. You know, maybe they were initially coming across as fiery and, you know, super down and I'm game for the play and the energy of you chasing me kind of thing. But I do see now with the Queen of Swords, she's now thinking about this dynamic intelligently with her mind. She's not thinking with her body, she's not thinking with her heart, she's going with what is with her reason, what's reasonable here. And there's something here that there has been a definite reasoning here, definite lesson here, because we have the Death card here. So something could be transforming for next month for you, pole 2, with regards to someone coming in and out of your life here. I am picking up on quite strongly a mother figure as well, who has a son or a mother figure or an older sibling or older sister in particular, who has been some sort of like mother, has very strong boundaries, is very firm and quite strict as well. Not severe, but quite strict with a particular male in their life, where it's not sexually connected at all. It's more maybe like a family dynamic where there is a son who may be coming in and out, coming back home and leaving. And I feel like whatever this is, where there is an energy of someone coming in and out of a mother figure or a particular female or an older woman dynamic, regardless of family or romance or whatever, there's an ending of this in and out behaviour here. It's a definitive ending and a transformation and a closure and a completion of something here. And what is this about? This is about someone needing to rest on their laurels. I'm hearing the Four of Swords. Someone who is needing to rest and recuperate. So who is it and what is it that they're resting? Someone could actually also have experienced a passing, may have experienced a death. Let's have a look. We'll get into it. Part 2. What is it that you need to know for next month? Tell me about the Four of Swords, please. Tell me about the Four of Swords here. Justice. Okay, so something has been unfair in a situation, a connection, where someone was coming in and out of a situation, a connection, and something needed to be righted. Something that was wrong needed to be righted, or will come into fairness, will come into justice, will come into balance here. Justice and the Four of Swords. There is something that will very much so come into justice. Queen of Swords is also someone who is just, someone who speaks her truth, someone who is truthful, someone who is very assertive, someone who expects the truth, and someone speaks from a sense of truth and mental intelligence and clarity. So whatever has been unclear will be coming clear after maybe a period of rest. Maybe something will be coming clear after a complete ending of a connection as well. Something could be coming clear after a complete ending of a relationship as well, even a marriage here, because we have the Death and Justice with the Queen of Swords here. Someone could definitely be healing their heart, because the Four of Swords before that is a Three of Swords. And we remember that the Three of Swords is heartbreak, separation as well. There could have been a complete separation and therefore an ending in a connection that will be rebirthed and transformed into something else, something where fairness is going to be coming through. I do see legal papers as well coming through for some of you. Wow, we have the Moon card, so this came through in pole 2. Sorry, pole 1. So pole 2, we have some fears here. Well, a lot of fears. Someone is quite scared about transforming their ways. Someone is very, very fearful about ending a connection. Someone is very fearful about facing their fears here and knowing that they need to mature here as well. And they could be realising all of this on their own at this time during a connection where there is separation in a connection. So I am seeing separation, I'm seeing divorce, I'm seeing passing as well. So what is it that pole 2 need to know for the next month, please? King of Coins. There is a father figure here. Could also be someone who is recognising that in order to pursue this Queen of Swords in the right way, justice, they need to take some time in order to meditate, heal themselves, heal their heart, heal their patterns as well of in and out behaviour, end it, transform themselves, and also then become mature themselves to be husband material, possibly, for some of you. This also is about the long term as well. Wow, I've just got like a spin effect. So there could be someone who's really experiencing, I don't know, just like, so I just got the spin. So we'll look into that. So pile 2, King of Coins, could be Taurus, could be Capricorn, could be Virgo. There could also be someone here who is needing to end their ways or end something, face their fears, pay attention to their dreams as well, transform their ways, become mature, more experienced in life, and they're reflecting on this, needing to meditate, needing to listen to their guides, angels, the Most High, you know, God, Spirit, the Almighty, so that they can communicate clearly, balance out their energies, and focus on their future here, which does talk about stability, financial stability. Okay, Page of Cups. So we have a message of love that could be coming through for some of you, pile 2, for the next month. So we have the Page of Cups here. It's an interesting card. Basically, there's a box. It looks like an ice cube, and this person, which you may not be able to see just because it's watercolor illustration, and the lighting as well. It's like an ice cube, and just above it there's this cup just on top of it. So it's someone who's kind of like trying to think and reflect and meditate about how they can communicate love. Because I don't think this person has communicated that before. They may have expressed a lot of desire, they may have expressed a lot of passion physically to a Queen of Swords, someone in particular. But I also see that there is someone who could be leaving a situation which is karmic, very low vibrational, possibly toxic, and then starting to pay attention to themselves here. They're starting to, they know that they need to end something, close something out completely, because it's inevitable. There could be someone who's actually completely closing a connection with someone else because it was inevitable because it was not meant to last. Moving towards their fear here, could resonate with pile 1 as well. Moving towards their fear here, revealing their truth, bringing justice into the equation, bringing fairness to a connection, away from someone else, okay? So leaving a karmic relationship or situation, facing their truths, then knowing that there was no future with this other connection, and bringing balance into their lives, bringing stability into their lives, becoming more mature as well for those of you who are males in particular, or masculine energy. And all of this is like, these are revelations that are coming through during meditation, during prayer, during a time of reflection on your own. And then wanting to initiate a message here. Okay, that's also a scenario here, a message of love. Maybe even some slight flirtation with this message. But it's giving me the energy that there is someone who is starting to like fantasize through their reflections, or like dream space or meditation space, where they're getting imagination or they're getting ideas about how they can offer love. But it's very like an initiation energy. We have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant has come out again. So we had that come out at the very beginning, and then I put it back in the deck. So there is someone here who is wanting marriage. There is someone here who is wanting something that is solid, a commitment here. And they're sort of going to be reflecting within and think, how do I offer this? How do I offer my cup of love? How do I offer like a little bit of these deep emotions that I have for someone? Very, very deep emotions. Look at all that water there, moon, hidden energy. How do I just even express a tiny bit of the top of this what's it called? It's like Antarctica energy. It's like I have so much deep emotion, but I can only just give a tiny bit of the pinnacle of all of these emotions. And maybe with this ice cube, it's like maybe they have been icy before, but they're wanting to open up Pandora's box. They're wanting to open up all this treasure chest of emotions. And I feel like once they've committed to something, and once they've found fairness in something, they want to explore it deeper. They want to go into it deeper. They really want to commit to it deeper. And I think this is beautiful energy, essentially, but I don't feel like you really understand or know who this person is, because they haven't allowed themselves to, you know, transform their ways of communication. Okay, we're getting into it now. So pole 2, like even me, I find it difficult to even read the energies. There is someone who believes something has been left unsaid and something is unfair at this point in time, but they're really wanting to work diligently, religiously towards bringing fairness into the equation again. And I feel like there is someone who's wanting to mature and also offer something based on a future, based on stability for the long run. You know, they really want to invest in a connection that's based on fairness, and speak their truth here with the Ace of Swords. Someone may have actually come into a complete awareness, understanding, illumination about something that they had no idea about. Because they were entertaining a third party possibly, or entertaining... Let's have a look at that Knight of Wands, and then I'll get into anything else that you need to know in terms of work and career and things like that. So let's have a look at the Knight of Wands, please. Tell me about the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords, please, part 2. Yeah. So there is someone here who initially had entertained a connection here that may have been karmic, low vibrational. It was just based on lust or a desire for, like, or even a fetish to be with an older person even, and it was just sexual, you know. I feel like there has been someone here, Queen of Swords energy, who may have cut a connection of player energy. They may have even just, this could also be a karmic person, a karmic soulmate energy, who may have stopped this person from going towards their dreams here and expressing emotions to someone else. And so I feel like there was someone who was preventing, this is preventative energy as well, someone who was needing to move towards their truth here, right? There could have also been another situation. There's lots of different scenarios here, so please bear with me and pick up the messages that you need to hear as well that resonate with you. There could have been a connection here where there was player energy from someone younger than you, or someone who was just immature, just came in for, you know, physical attention as well. Where now there is a complete ending of this player energy and complete transformation, a new beginning, an initiation to send a message of, hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing well, kind of thing. And then starting to speak their truth and reveal their hidden emotions, reveal their hidden intentions as well. Because they're actually wanting to correct a situation and bring fairness and justice and balance to a situation, because they actually see you as someone that they can get married to. Absolutely, that's what I'm seeing here with the King of Coins and the Hierophant here. And there is someone here who's really wanting to start a completely new life cycle, a life journey. Strong Aries here, Virgo, Capricorn, as well as very strong Taurus energy here, Pisces, Cancer, as well as possibly Scorpio, and but just the energies, it's like karma is being played out here. Yeah, we have the Lovers. So there was someone here, pole 2, who had many options, and they may have come in and out of your life, just playing you about. They've had to make a very important choice and a decision about who they're wanting to connect with, really, not just sexually, but also for the long run. And I do see that they are choosing the right choice. They're wanting to bring fairness into the equation. They're wanting to bring justice to the equation. They're wanting to bring balance. They're wanting to start a completely new overhaul cycle. They're wanting to end a whole cycle, a whole pattern, a whole patterning. They're wanting to end and transform a connection into something positive, something where there is clarity, something where there is respect as well. And for the next month, Pole 2, you could be the person who's receiving this information. Someone is wanting to end and put down their burdens as well, because I feel like they're feeling very overwhelmed with all of these emotions, and they're really needing to release their emotions. I'm seeing like someone who's very is welling up emotionally speaking. This could also be someone who may have picked up on an STD. I've got to say that, because they have been entertaining lots of other people sexually speaking, and I do see that there is a welling up, and I do see that there is someone who could have picked up an STD, and they're needing to express this to you if you have been connected with them sexually as well. But there is a need for truth here. There is a need to speak up here. We have another page of swords here, so there could be someone who is wanting to keep an eye on you still, as you may have started a new cycle. You could be travelling, you could be moving on, and moving towards your own sense of fairness in your world. You could even be committed to someone as well, or there could be someone here who is worried and concerned, and they're spying on you one way or another and wanting to ask you a question, Ace of Swords, if you're with someone else, and if you're committed to someone else here. I also do see that there is a soulmate energy here. We have the Ace of Wands, came out in pole 1 as well. So September, pole 2, I do see that I just saw 22. So there is going to be a balance in terms of soulmate energy, connection, in terms of love as well. I think that regardless, there is going to be someone who is absolutely, definitely going to be moving towards something new. There could be someone here who may come through, send you a message and say, look, I've been really foolish about this. I'm sorry. This could even be an apology as well. I'm sorry. This is what happened. Yes, I was with someone else. I wanted something more with you, but I wasn't sure how to express it because I have so much emotion for you, and I was scared about this connection because I don't understand about twin flames. I don't understand about high vibrational, high level soulmates. This is someone who is kind of unawakened, and someone who is awakening right now into what true love means. There are different types of, love connections. And I feel like they're having a realisation that the party that they were entertaining before was very low vibrational, karmic. It needed to happen. They needed to have a realisation. This could have been an awakening through actually having an STD through this other person. And the other person that they were with could have even themselves been entertaining other people sexually too. So it's very toxic energy. And they could be coming in to say, look, I have a lot of desire for you. I have truths that need to be said, things that need to be corrected. I want to correct my ways. I want to apologise. I want to correct my errors and things. I really want to commit to you for the long term. I want to provide you with a solid offer. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm also hearing I want you to show me the way. Look, here it is. We've got the Devil card and the 8 of Coins here, and the Hanged Man, and 5 of Swords, so deceptive energy, and 10 of Swords, betrayal. So there is someone here who may have rushed out of a connection with you, pole 2, and ended up realising that the person that they were with or entertaining, sexually speaking, was toxic and may have even betrayed them. As well by giving them an STD as well. And we have the 5 of Swords. They could have been lying and being very deceptive with you. They were also at a stand. They were at a distance from you as well, and they put you on hold. May have even put you on red as well, and just ghosted you for a time while, and rushed back in when they wanted attention, and then rushed back out when they weren't getting the attention that they felt that they needed at that time. That means sexually speaking, because you weren't going to put up with their BS. Part 2, I see that you are very respected and you have a lot of respect, you carry a lot of respect, and they're realising that as you've moved away and moved on from this connection and situation, you are going towards your destiny. I do see that this is something that was coming through in pile 1 as well, so this could just be the theme of the month for the next month for a lot of you in abstract medicine community. And this person is spying on you, you know. They're also recognising that they were someone who was very toxic here with double cards, someone that may have put them in a sense of imprisonment, even addictions as well, addictive habits as well. But they, this was a false true love connection, this was a false soulmate connection, this was a false comfort. And they are no longer going to be putting the work towards this connection, and they're wanting to put the work in towards you. And in the meantime, they could very much and very well be desiring you, wanting to move forward with you, but they could also be keeping tabs on you from afar, one way or another. They're really wanting to rush in here. We have the very strong Cancer energy here, as well as Leo as an energy as well. It's like this person has no idea how to communicate, how to express their desires as well in a healthy way. It's only been, I've also picked up a very strong Pisces energy as well. They sacrificed a connection with the Hangman for something else, for another lover. Someone who has unhealthy habits. Someone is left out of the cold, 5 of coins. Someone is definitely out of a situation, a relationship as well, and a connection, and they're wanting to rush back in. It's the energy of having regrets, realizations that they made the wrong choice. This seems to be the theme of the readings at this time. We have a 6 of coins here. They're definitely wanting to give back to you, pole 2. They're wanting to give back to a connection. Some of you also may have experienced a very dictatorial boss as well, particularly a female, or someone who is very bossy as well, pole 2. And you left that connection in terms of work, and you're moving towards a male in your life, a boss who is very stable and who has a very good business acumen, someone who's very balanced as well. So you've had to make a difficult choice, I see, to end a job where there was a boss who was very bossy and dictatorial, spiteful with their words as well. There could have also been some illicit affairs as well at work, sexually speaking at work, that someone may have confided you about at work about this, and you were really burdened by this information and you didn't know who to turn to about this. There could have also been a lot of deceptions as well at work, and lies and affairs as well. Toxic energies at work as well. There could have been someone who may have really put you in a trap at work, may have made you overwork as well, and you weren't getting your it just wasn't worth the pay, basically. You could also, for work-wise, some of you, pole 2, may have needed to bring a lawyer involved here, and you've found that you needed to step into a new job here. And I see that there's something here you're going to get a reciprocal energy as well, financially speaking as well. Lots of competition as well, lots of competition just generally speaking, dissatisfaction at work. 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands is coming up in the readings too. So end of arguments as well, end of upsets, end of regrets, pole 2, and moving towards working towards something that is going to bring clarity, justice as well. And you're going to move towards your wish fulfillment here. There's an expression of love here. Some of you could also be working with people who feel like home to you, feel very familiar to you as well. This could also be you moving towards, or someone rushing towards you with the Fool and the Chariot as well, to express love finally after repressed energy here, and they're really wanting to show love and show up and come back around. Someone from your past is wanting to return and express love to you. So we had 3 aces here, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Excuse me. So Lots of new beginnings here for you, pole 2, for next month. Let's close out the reading with one card. Yeah, so basically the main message for you, pole 2, is you're moving away from upset, you're moving away from difficult times, and you're moving on to calm energy. You're moving away from people as well, toxic situations, and you're moving towards calm energy where there is balance and reciprocation and respect as well. And you're definitely in charge of your life. You have all of the experience, all the tools that you have in order to create the life that you want. You have the skill sets as well in terms of work. I also do see you learning something as well and gaining mastery. Some of you could even be going to school, back to school as well, in order to train up on something that you're wanting to start afresh, start something new. This could also be relocation as well and traveling as well. So definitely let me know how this resonates, pole 2. Yeah, let me know how it resonates. Please do like, share and subscribe. If you'd like to put a comment in the little comment section, I would really, really greatly appreciate it. And if you would like to donate to the channel too, please do so. It goes back into the channel. All the cards that I buy are for the channel. And if you would like to subscribe as well as press the notification bell, I would be very, very grateful. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for letting me read your energies today. So what is it that you are expecting for next month, or what's going to be happening for the next month when you tune into this video? Let's have a look. Okay, it's a lot of cards. I'm going to put these back actually, but we have the 9 of Wands here. So you could be fighting off people. You could even be defensive about something. You could be arguing, or people could be coming towards you with some hate. Some fire, some jealousy possibly. But the 9 of Wands turns into a 10 and the 10 turns to an ace. So it's something that you're wanting to move away. You're wanting to fight off. It's like creating a fortress of protection, because you have a lot of people, maybe lots of opinions that are coming towards you, and you just don't want to take it anymore. So you're needing to fight it off and combat. And you're wanting to end it, and therefore you're wanting to start something new. Let's have a look. What's the messages for pile 3 for September, please? Thank you, Spirit. 3 of Coins. So we have a community, working with people, working with others, team building, teamwork. I feel like a lot of you, pile 3, you may have been working on your own for quite some time, or you may have felt like you've had to deal with things on your own. I'm kind of getting a slight victim energy mentality. It's like, I've got to do this on my own. You know, it's the energy of like, but it's also the energy kind of close to exhaustion. You're almost close to ending a project even possibly, and you're just using all the resources that you need in order to finish this up, like close this up, and you're almost spent, you're almost exhausted here. And so what Spirit is saying is that you need to have a team, you need to delegate possibly, or have people around you to work with who can help you to build your dreams or make your desires met or fulfilled here. I don't know if that made sense, but you know what I'm saying. Well, the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Cups here. We've got 22 here. So you have 1 foot out of the door and 1 foot in a new chapter in another door here. And we have the 2 of Cups. So what is this about, Spirit? Let's get 2 more. Partnerships. Wheel of Fortune came out in pile 1 as well. Here it is. So, what is this about, Spirit? 9 of Wands, 3 of Coins, 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Okay, so I just heard pay attention. Pile 3, you're really, whatever's going on for you at this point in time, something is radically changing for you. Something is radically changing for you. Someone may even be kicked out of a situation, maybe even kicked out from your life. They're needing to leave, they're needing to go as you move towards your fortune. But you might be in 2 minds about something for next month. Wow. This came out in pile 2. We have the Devil card here. You could be hooked on someone. You could be stuck on something that is highly toxic. And the Devil is being kicked out here by Spirit, initiated by Spirit. Because even if there is fun and games, maybe even sexually speaking, it can only last for so long until the truth is found out here. And so I do see that there is someone in your life who is not high vibrational at all, someone who is very toxic in your life that is needing to leave your life. This is very important energy, actually. It's a very important message from Spirit. And you're in two minds about this. You're in two minds about this. Let's have a look at this. What is it that pile 3 needs to know for next month, please, Spirit? 7 of Coins. Needing to work on something for the future, investing in the right cause, investing your energy, even money. Oh, okay. Some of you may have learnt or will be learning that you invested your energy even financially with someone who was taking. This is the energy of a thief. This is the energy of someone who just takes, does not give back. You've been waiting, or you may be experiencing and understanding next month that you are still giving your energies and even your money to people who kind of don't deserve it because they take. And you're realizing that there is no harvest here. There's never going to be a harvest here. You could even have been with this person, dating this person for 7 months, 9 months, 11 months, and you're needing to make a choice, possibly with regard to someone else, another connection. A true partnership here. 2 of Cups, 7 of Coins. So you're finding out, let's have a look, this card fell. Knight of Swords, someone rushing in. I just heard someone rushing back in to speak their truth. It's just like speaking without, it's not even coherent. Let's have a look. This is an interesting reading for you, pile 3. It's not that clear. Let's have a look at the Devil card. The card flipped and then went back in. Let's have a look at the Devil card, please, Spirit. Thank you. 6 of Coins. Let's have a look at the Wheel of Fortune. 1 sec, please. Wow. Heartbreak. Heartbreak Hotel. Someone is a heartbreaker here. Someone is a heartbreaker here. Someone is realizing next month that the energy that they had invested in, energetically speaking, physically speaking, financially speaking, has left them brokenhearted with an individual, with a person that was not in their highest interest at all, was not bringing back in kind, had left them feeling devastated, had left them feeling torn apart, I'm hearing with the Devil and the 3 of Swords, had left them feeling sick, discombobulated, exhausted, and there is someone here who waited patiently, had still invested patiently, almost stubborn energy, to see if there was going to be any change, and there wasn't. There's someone here who could be a strong Capricorn energy, or even Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, as well, possibly, who may have experienced someone who was really toxic. There could be drugs here involved, there could be addictions here involved, there could be abuse here as well involved here, where someone is feeling at a loss, deep loss, financial loss, devastation, sick. There's an unhealthy energy here. And they could have been dealing with someone who was very spiteful as well. They just speak, and they speak words, and they don't say things in a nice and kind way. Whereas you, pile 3, could be the one that was very patient, very kind, very loving, and this person that you were dealing with or still could be dealing with next month, you're realizing, I would say, maybe through this reading as a warning, that they are just not reciprocating. They are taking. You're giving and they're taking. King of Wands and the Eight of Cups. You are maturing your energy and you're wanting to move towards something else here that is going to be fulfilling for you, because whatever this connection you're involved in or situation you're involved in is leaving you with a ton of regret here. You're wanting to move forward and move away from heartbreak. I do see a separation here as well involved, and this needs to happen because it's destined to happen. There is someone karmic who's going to be leaving your life. Maybe they're going to be trying to take a hold of you still, like hold on and try and close you in, shackle you in. Be careful as well if you're entertaining them sexually and if you are in a heterosexual connection. This person could even try and trap you with a pregnancy as well. Pole 3. And they could come back in and say, look, you're trying to go away, you're trying to leave me, but I'm pregnant. So be careful, because this could literally change your life and devastate you. There are people like that, doesn't matter if they're male or female. They'll try and trap you into a situation that you just don't want to be in, and they'll try and put this tie, bond you. There is also someone who could be working with some black magic as well. I see here where you try to leave a situation, emotionally, physically, financially as well, and there could be someone who keeps trying to bind you using voodoo, black magic, you know, that kind of thing, to tie you into a situation that you just don't want to deal with. But whatever it is, Spirit is overseeing this as always, and they're going, the Most High is going to be kicking this person out here. King of Wands, I do see there's some arguments here. I see that with the Four of Wands, you're wanting marriage. There's also someone here who could be trying to trap you into a marriage, because they could say, look, I'm pregnant, or they could say, well, you can't leave us, you can't leave this connection because I provide for you financially and you owe me, that kind of thing. It's very abusive energy, it's very controlling energy, and they could be trying to trap you here with a marriage, a wedding, some sort of something, a false sense of stability and comfort for the long run here, and you're left with regrets and you're looking towards a new horizon, emotionally speaking. Physically, you want to move towards your destinies, you want to bring fire into a situation where you're wanting to you know, have your desires met, and you're wanting to rush towards that and have maturity, but there's something about whatever has happened and has been back and forth and has been repeating itself and reiterating itself. Sorry, there's people around. You're somehow trapped with this situation. I don't know, I don't like it. I'm going to move that out of the way for a sec because I don't like it. What you're realising as well, Pole 3, is that the Nine of Wands, you had been trying to become single as well, some of you, and have had to be really defensive about something, about someone, or about a situation that you're really passionate about. Maybe it's a passion project or a goal that you have in mind, and you're having to like fight people off to let you focus and concentrate and train up on this thing that you're really passionate about. But you're needing people to come together here and work with you here, because you seem to be doing all this stuff on your own, and you're in two minds about, you know, should I continue doing this thing on my own? Should I continue this relationship or this connection still? Even if I'm in a connection, I feel like I'm on my own here in this connection, this relationship. There are connections like that where there are two people involved. On paper, they're married. On paper, you know, they are connected, they're in a relationship. Or, you know, to the outside world, they are in a relationship or they're in a connection. But there is someone here who is dealing with abuse of some kind, an entrapment, and they're feeling really alone. They're feeling really alone here, and almost lonely energy, and regretful that they even got into this, you know. Someone is feeling trapped. I'm getting something in my stomach here where it's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable energy, and it's someone who's feeling kind of enslaved in a situation here, and they're feeling really trapped here. So pile 3, I don't know if this is you or someone else here, but there is someone who is in two minds and needing to make a decision, knowing full well, emotionally speaking, that they are overwhelmed and they know what the truth is and what they need to do, pile 3. And I think that I do think that there could also be 3-party situation here. There could be 3 people in the mix here. There could be multiple people in the mix here. Pile 3, there seems to be some confusion about something here, pile 3. A confusion about your future, moving towards your future. There could be a confusion about a partnership, moving towards a partnership. There could be confusion about wanting to come together. I'm hearing the Beatles come together right now. Some of you may actually are desiring and really needing community right now, pile 3, because you may actually be suffering a sickness, possibly even a disease, and you're actually struggling with this disease or sickness on your own within a connection, a relationship, and this is really difficult for you, and you're trying to find all the resources that you need in order to just get through your day, and too many people are asking for your attention and you're really needing to have stability. And you're looking towards your future, but there's unclarity here. There is a need for assertive action here, and there's a need for decisions that need to be made here. Okay. In terms of work, I do see that there is going to be a drastic realization that something massively needs to change in your life, because we do have the Tower card here. There also is a relationship breakdown as well, possibly even a divorce that could be taking place for you, pile 3. A marriage that maybe on paper or on the outside world seemed amazing and incredible and great, but actually was dysfunctional. Pile 3, I also see that you could be leaving a job as well, a career, a mindset, very much so. This is kind of an overhaul of your life situation that is fated and needs to take place for you, pile 3. I don't want to scare you, but this is something that needs to take place, and expect powerful change in your home, in your relationships as well, not just romantically speaking, but also in terms of your family as well. I do see sickness, I see disease, I see very low vibrational energies here, and I feel like you're really needing to focus on yourself as well. Pay attention to people that are putting you in slavery as well, in entrapped energy here. Pile 3. What is it that pile 3 needs to know for next month, please? Yeah, go towards your destiny. Go towards your wish fulfillment, pile 3. Some of you could even be moving towards your, being a mother with your own children on your own, coming out of a marriage and being a single mother, possibly. Some of you are really needing to heal yourself here and go towards your destiny here. Maybe even have an online business as well. For some of you, this is a sign of great fortune. This is a sign of massive positivity and possibility for you. But what are you going to do? What are you willing to do? What is it going to take for you to actually realise that whatever you are in at this time of this reading needs to change, and you need to move forward, and also get a team as well of like-minded people. Work with community as well, get people on board with you to work with you, because there are amazing people out there that really want to help out and understand you. There are lots of people here that want to collaborate with you, can team up with you as well on an enterprise that you're wanting to train in on and work towards as well. And, you know, it's up to you to take that, take that or not. And here with the Eight of Coins, there is a possibility of people working towards the same goal here as well for you. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of decisions that need to be made here. Maybe this could take some time for you to make this decision, but whatever's going to happen, whether you make the decision or not, Spirit is definitely intervening to show you very clear signs that whatever you're dealing with is toxic, and whatever you are in is going to change regardless, because people don't change. So heed the signs or not, there's going to be an awakening here, whether you like it or not. So even my readings are signs and signals to prepare you for that too. Ace of Coins, there is also possibly a child here, a pregnancy. Some of you could even be moving away from a relationship where you are pregnant, moving away from a relationship or even a marriage where you felt pregnant, and there was a lot of confusion within this very toxic situation, toxic relationship. There could have been illicit affairs here. There could have been multiple people involved here in this connection where you were left heartbroken and needing to separate from a connection. This person may have made you feel pregnant, and of course you have a lot of remorse and emotional upset about this. There is someone here who is very fiery, very dominant as well, sexually speaking, who may have really made you forcefully pregnant here. So that's a trigger. Trapped you in. It's also the energy of false promises too. But there was never going to be an equal reciprocation. There was never going to be a balance in a connection. There was never going to be something that was going to be built to last, because it was a house of cards situation. It was a house that was built out of cards. I don't know, that's what I'm hearing. I don't say house of cards as a phrase, so it's a channel that's coming through. So it was just sometimes people say the right things, but they don't mean it, so that they can hold on to you. They promise there's going to be fortune. They promise they're going to work at it. They promise that they're going to end their addictions. They promise that they're going to get married to you. They promise that they're going to propose. They promise that they're going to change. They promise that they're going to stop cheating. They promise that they're going to stop being harsh with their words and making you feel upset. All these promises, but they're false promises. So you're left going, well, I'm either pregnant or I'm left with all of these things that I want to fulfill in my life, and this person is holding me back. This seems to be a theme for all of the readings, for all of the piles, to be honest, for next month. So either way, I do see a new beginning, either way for you, pile 3. Again, if you are pregnant, there's a community out there of people that can really help and heal you and give you guidance as well, for your future. For those of you who are single mums or single fathers as well. But I also do see a new beginning here for you. I just saw 22 on the timer here. So very fortuitous energy in terms of divine love as well. Where we have someone who could be very undecided about a toxic situation and something that's very fulfilling. And I'm just hearing, well, it's a duh situation. It's like, well, duh, go towards the thing that's healthy. Don't go to the thing that's bad and toxic. Some people are so weird. Like they think that what they have is really great, and they don't realise that what they could be having with someone who's actually balanced and stable and has respect for themselves is actually their wish fulfillment, and is actually their destiny, and is actually something that they could have financial prosperity too, and an energy and a sense of empowerment, as well as abundance as well, and prosperity in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. So for some reason there are people that just think because the only reason why you go towards this, the only reason why you get stuck on this, is because you don't feel like you can have anything better. because there's an energy of self-worth that needs to be cleared out and looked at really, like, in the mirror here. It's like, what are you doing in order to attract this in your life? You know, look around you, pay attention. You know, what kind of habits are you bringing in to attract this? Like, why are you, you know, stuck on drugs? Why are you stuck on toxic situations with people consistently? Are you really trapped, or can you actually get yourself out of this, you know? Regardless, I feel like there's going to be a massive, drastic change and awakening here. Something absolutely is going to change, and something is going to be massively changing for you, Pile 3, or someone around you as well. I don't see the death card. I don't think there's anything scary. I just think that there's something here, that there is something that is absolutely going to be changing, because you need to look at yourself in the mirror here and ask yourself the right questions. Do I want to live the next 10, 12, 20 years, 16, 18, 20 years of my life in this pattern, and this entrapment, and this cycle, or do I want to move forward? Just saw 4-4 on the assignment as well. So pay attention to your ancestors, pay attention to numerology, your archangels as well. They're trying to tell you something, you're not paying attention, but either way, you are going to be paying attention when this news comes through, because it's going to be very alarming news. You're going to get like an awakening, an alarming message as well. Maybe even about someone even cheating on you as well. And it's going to really shake up your foundation. It's going to make you feel very, very wobbly. But I do see that you have the strength and power and fortitude within yourself to move things forward in your own life, and to go towards your destiny and go towards what you desire. And I do see that there is someone here who could be in the public figure here, a public sphere, who is being called to go towards their destiny, to be of a public presence and even teach about these events that are happening in your life as well, because this is also part of the spiritual path too. You know, we have to learn certain things in order to help and heal others as well. But I do see someone who is very financially massive. There's a lot of fortune. It's like fortune is knocking on your door. True love is knocking on your door. Destiny is knocking on your door. Stardom is knocking on your door. But are you willing to put the work into that? It's up to you. Meanwhile, this is going to be happening for you. So give back to yourself and recognise. Pile 3, I'm going to leave it there, because it's up to you. It's up to you, you know. If you would like a private reading on this, you know where to find me. But to be honest, I think that this is something that you're going to just realise on your own. In terms of work as well, you have so much financial abundance coming your way, but you need to work towards it. It's up to you, right? And unburden yourself emotionally speaking as well. If you need to speak to someone as well about these things that are going on, do that. Unburden yourself. Write about it if you can't, or you're too scared or ashamed. Please don't feel ashamed, because I'm not here to judge you as well, by the way. Don't feel ashamed, just unburden yourself. You don't have to carry these burdens on your own. You don't have to carry this cross on your back all the time. You don't have to show that you're a hero. Allow someone else to step in and be your hero for you. Allow someone to look after you, to nourish you, to nurture you. Allow someone to help you financially as well if you need that. Allow someone to speak their truth to you. You know, allow someone to be a professional counsel, emotionally speaking as well. You know, call a therapist is what I just heard. Call a therapist. Call a therapist. It's coming in very, very strongly. A lot of you need a lot of therapy right now. You need therapy. You need psychological counselling. And we have the World card here. There is something that's going to be ending, but I see a lot of you could be falling pregnant too. This is great news as well. Regardless, you are going to be able to do it if you've come out of a relationship or a partnership or whatever, and you've fallen pregnant and you're on your own. Something is closing out here, and you're moving towards clarity in your life here. There could also be someone who is finding clarity and maturity, who is able to speak their truth to you here, where there is a lot of travel and moving forward. You see how this changes? When you end betrayal, when you end betraying yourself as well, you know, there's a realization of true love, soulmate love. Yeah. Cupid's arrows, heart messages, communication about love, communication, moving, traveling towards your destiny. There's a lot of bounty here, there's a lot of positivity here, but step into your own power and release your sense of pride. And there's a strength card, that's the energy I was picking up on. Be graceful enough to be vulnerable enough to express your vulnerability as well, okay? Take time to heal. Four of Swords, okay? So that's what I have for you, pile 3. I really hope this message found you well. Please do like and comment as well. It really does help the channel, helps me as well to know that I am being a positive leader for you and guide as well. If you would like to subscribe as well and push the notification bell as well, I'd really greatly appreciate it. If you would like to donate too, I'd really greatly appreciate that too, but there's no pressure as well. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.